guys, so we're doing something super different today. I've never done this before, but I thought I'd give it a go. I've had a couple of you guys over the past couple of months let me know that you want to see a video based on my favorite movies or TV series. So today I'm going to be talking about my favorite romantic movies of all time. I've seen these movies countless of times and I probably know the words off by heart. The movies I'm going to be suggesting today or talking about are classics. They're not very recent movies, so a lot of these I watched growing up. A lot of you might get shocked by some of the movies I'm going to recommend that I watched as a young child, but you know, my dad was not filtered with this type of shit when I was growing up. Nothing was really filtered when I was growing up, to be honest. And I now look back at my favorite movies that I grew up with, and I'm like, no wonder I'm obsessed with romance and sex. Because this shit is where it all started for me. I'm not the type of person that can watch anything that's really past the 90s. Actually, I'm pushing it. 2003 is like my max. So the first movie I want to talk about is a classic. It's an oldie, guys. It's Dirty Dancing. Don't put baby in the corner, okay? Don't put it there. I love this movie. Love this movie so much. It's everything and more. It's everything and fucking more. It doesn't matter how long ago it was made. This fucking doesn't age in my mind. It does not fucking age. And no one can do a remake on this. Don't even fucking try, because the original is still 10 out of 10, mate. 10 out of fucking 10. What's his name? Patrick Swayze? Is that his name? I don't fucking know. Smoking hot. Smoking hot in this movie. They don't make men like they used to. They really fucking don't. I'm sorry. They really fucking don't. Bring them back. Bring them back. We want this. We want this. My next favorite movie is definitely a fucking classic. I have watched this a million times. Julia Roberts is a queen. One of the best actresses the world has ever fucking seen. She is a queen. I'm talking about Pretty Woman. Oh my god, I almost get goosebumps even thinking about this movie. I love it so much. I was obsessed with it growing up. Why was I watching a movie about a prostitute when I was a child? Like, why was I? Dad, why'd you let me? Nobody makes movies like this anymore. They really don't. I think I need to take a trip to fucking Hollywood and be like, what the fuck are you doing? If I see one more Batman movie, I'm gonna fucking blow my brains out. If you haven't seen Pretty Woman, I'm fucking disgusted in you, because it's a fucking classic. I'm 25. Like, this came out, hang on, I need to Google when this movie came out. I don't even think I was born. Was I born yet? Probably not. I know I wasn't born with Dirty Dancing. No, 1990. I wasn't born yet. This came out but 5 years before I was born. Love it. Love it. Oh, stop it right now, Julia Roberts, you fucking sinful woman. Alright, we're hitting up another classic, the Titanic. The Titanic. The Titanic. Stop it right now, Jack. Jack, stop it right now. Okay, so a couple of months ago was the last time I watched this. I watch it like once a year. It has to be done. Anyway, I sat down with my boyfriend and he was like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch the Titanic. I don't want to watch it. And I was like, it doesn't matter if you're male or female. Everyone thinks this movie is fucking brilliant, because it is. I was like, are you kidding me? Fun fact, right? My parents, when each of us were born, me and my two siblings, kept the newspaper of the day that we were born. And the day that my brother was born, which was the 5th of September, 85, I think he was born. Anyway, yeah, 85 because it's 10. Whoa, my maths is real bad. The day that my brother was born was the day that the Titanic was found. Isn't that funny? Anyway, my boyfriend was like, I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Anyway, I put it on and the starting credits started happening, you know, the whole fucking thing underwater. And he was like, what's this? And I was like, the Titanic? And he was like, oh. And he put his phone down and I was like, you've never seen it? And he was like, no, I haven't. I was like, you've insulted me and you've insulted mankind. What do you mean? The one thing about this movie is like, Rose, hun, at the end of that fucking movie, you're trying to tell me you didn't have enough debris to get Jack on there? Like, I don't give a fuck if the debris was like this much. Like, it was a whole fucking door, mate. He could have fit on there. Why did you let him go? Jack, No, I'm not about it. Alright, so this is a classic too, but this has shaped my life. Shaped my damn life. Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intentions. Cruel Intentions. Fucking classic. And the soundtrack, I have to get some songs up. This is where it all began for me. This is where it all began. The romance obsession, the everything. Oh, I watched, when did this come out? Let me fucking, Cruel Intentions. I think I was real young when I watched this. Yeah, so I would have been 4. I was 4 years old when this came out, and I think I watched it when I was about 6. First off, Sarah Michelle Gellar, queen of the 90s. Hello, Buffy. How you going, hun? Buffy was my jam. We'll talk about my TV shows, my favorite ones, in another video. Scene when she's fucking, oh, when she comes, she snorts coke in the fucking bathroom and she comes out and she's standing there and everyone's holding her fucking diary. Oh my God, so good. Cruel Intentions is everything. It is everything. Epic romance, everything. It's where everything began for me. If you haven't seen it, bitch, you need to watch it. And next up is A Walk to Remember. This movie fucks me up every time. Fucks me up every time. I watched this when I was in grade 5, so I was 11. And I watched it with my 2 best friends and we were blubbering messes. After, I remember sitting in her bedroom on her floor, cradling my fucking knees, and I was like, like full on, like having a meltdown. Oh my God, this is such a beautiful love story. Next up, we've got The Notebook. If this isn't one of the best movies that's ever been made, I don't know what is. Rachel Adams as an actress, amazing, especially when it comes to romantic movies. She's in all of my favorites. All of my favorites, she's like the main character in them, and I love her. The Notebook. I watched The Notebook when I was 12. It was the summer going into high school, so I was turning 13. And this fucked me up. I ended up going to bed every single night for a good 6 months dreaming about this movie. And, you know, I work in aged care, so I see a lot of elderly couples, and some of them remind me of this, and it's just an epic love story. And it just shows you that, you know, if it's meant to be, it will be. Save the Last Dance. I had to chuck this in here, because when I watched this as a kid, I fully became obsessed with interracial relationships. Fascinated me. And I need to remind you guys, like, where I come from in Australia is very sheltered. It's not very cultural where I am from. It's better now as I've grown up, but when I was a kid, not at all, okay? It was very white, very whitewashed. So shit like this really fucking like, whoa, when I was growing up. It really fucking took me back. Anyway, and I became obsessed with interracial like relationships. I really did. I actually ended up writing a book, I want to say like 11, to do with a interracial relationship between a black man and a white woman. I know it's like a dance movie, but like fuck off. Like, you're joking me? Like, the romance is epic as fuck. Then we got Twilight. Because, hello Dolly, Twilight was the first book I ever fucking read. I read it when I was 13. I read all the books. So it was kind of similar to after. I went and saw the movie with my cousins, and my cousins were like, you need to read the books, because I was obsessed. I was obsessed. I read all the books that summer that the first Twilight movie came out. Never looked back. Edward Cullen. Who's your daddy? Fuck Bella Swan, bitch. Mary's right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm 25 now, and I'm still all about Edward. Love him. Everything. Honestly changed my life. Twilight changed my fucking life. Then we have A Star Is Born. So this is like the most recent one, and I went to the cinemas when this came out. I left that cinema bawling my eyes out. I hate going to the cinema and seeing sad or like romantic movies, because the lights come on and you're sitting with a bunch of fucking strangers and you kind of look around, and I always put makeup on before I go to the cinema. I don't know why. My mascara was like running down my fucking face, and I turned to my boyfriend and I was like, we got to get the fuck out of here before people see me. And when I walked out of like seeing A Star Is Born, I was like, yes, I haven't seen a movie that has made me feel like this since these movies that I've just recommended, which were, you know, made in the early 2000s and like 90s. So yeah, this was epic, and everyone knows A Star is Born. Like, come on now, Gaga's in it. But wow, loved it so much. And then obviously because After created all of this for me. So, and I haven't seen the second movie yet because I'm still in lockdown. I don't know when I will. I've ordered it to buy, so I already own it. As soon as it comes out, and leaves the cinema, I can watch it. So yeah, After. Hardin and Tessa. Love them. And even though the first book is so different to the actual movie, I still really appreciate this movie. So that's my all-time favorite romantic movies. If you enjoyed this and want me to do more based on TV shows and movies, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs it up. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see next. Thank you guys so much for watching. It honestly means the world to me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.